Welcome to the class of Total Quality Management, Chapter 1, Introduction-Part-2. In this part, we are going to discuss some other aspects of total quality management. So here is the basic concepts of total quality management. There are 6 basic concepts of total quality management are mentioned here. So if you can understand these 6 basic concepts properly, you will be able to understand the next upcoming slides that I'm going to discuss. So the first concept of total quality management is customer focus. So basically, organization should have an unwavering or a steady or a fixed focus on the customers, both internally and externally. So organization should listen to the voice of the customer and emphasize or give importance the design quality and defect prevention. So that is all about the customer focus. So what actually customer wants, what is their need, their wants, their requirements. Organization must listen to their requirements properly, and according to their requirements, they should produce their product or give services. So that is customer focus. The second concept is continuous process improvement. As you can see that I have highlighted this point in a yellow marks. That means this is the continuous process improvement is the only objective of total quality management. So continuous process improvement is basically organization should have a continual fight or continual striving to improve all the business and production processes. So continuous process improvement means they should have improvement in organization every time. Even if the improvement is small, that is okay, but they should have some improvement. That means you must ensure that you are improving something in the organization. If the improvement is small in number, that is okay, but every time you must ensure that you are improving your product or services. That is continuous process improvement. And the third one is employee empowerment. Here, employee empowerment means everyone is responsible for the for quality. That means organization must ensure effective involvement and utilization of the entire workforce. That means from top to the bottom of the organization, everyone should be used to ensure the quality of the organization. That is employee involvement, or we can say employee empowerment. The next concept is a committed and involved management to provide long-term top to bottom organizational support. So here, basically this point, if we summarize this point, it means that organization should have a long-term goal to ensure total quality management and ensure to ensure the long-term goal, organization should have a committed and involved management. That committed and involved management every time should support organization to ensure their long-term success or long-term goal. So the next one is benchmarking. Benchmarking is basically legally stealing other people's ideas. So basically here, benchmarking uh, means establish performance measure for the processes. That means you should have established some sort of standard compared to the company's best industry practices so that you can use that standard and you can use that standard to reduce your cost and to adapt some sort of creativity or innovation that other companies are using. So that is benchmarking. So to ensure or to establish the performance measures, you should practice or you should follow benchmarking. So benchmarking is basically setting some sort of standard comparing to the industry's best practice so that you can use that standard in your organization to reduce your cost and to adapt some innovation and creativity that other organizations are using. That is benchmarking. And the last one is customer supplier partnership. As we know that organizations spends lots of money to purchase products or services from other supplier organizations. So that's why or therefore supplier quality must be outstanding. So you should maintain or organization should maintain a partnering relationship with the supplier so that supplier will provide you the best quality products or services. So that is all about supplier customer supplier partnership. That means organization should maintain a good relationship, long-term relationship with its supplier organization. So that is all about the six basic concepts of total quality management. Let's move on to the principles of total quality management, or we can say some rules or regulations or some philosophy of total quality management. As I've told you earlier, that if you can understand the basic six concept, you will be able to understand the next slides easily. So here you can see the principles are almost common to the concepts of total quality management. At first, focus on customer. That means you have to focus customers, their needs, their wants, internal customer and both external customer. As we know that internal customers is considered as employees of the organization, external customers is considered as the end user of the organization. Then another principle is continuous improvement. This is also a main objective of total quality management. Every time you have to ensure that you are improving something in your organization regarding product or service. Another principle is quality improvement, that you are improving in the organization and that improvement should have quality. That means if the improvement is small, that is okay, but the improvement should maintain or ensure the quality of the organization. That is quality improvement. When the improvement ensure the quality, that is quality improvement. Another one is accurate evaluation. So to have an accurate evaluation, you should measure, you should set some sort of standard, so against that standard you can evaluate your current product or services. That is accurate evaluation. And the last principle is involve all employees. That is employee involvement, or we can say employee empowerment. That means from top to the bottom of the organization, every employee should involve to ensure the quality of the organization. So that is the principles of total quality management. Here is the continuous process improvement versus uh, traditional process. That means when the total quality management was not used, that actually what organization used to follow, and when the total quality management started using organization started using total quality management, now what they are actually following. I'm not going to discuss all of these points because I'm going to discuss all of the points in the class. Now I'm just going to uh, highlight some of the points from these slides. So at first, when total quality management was not, used in the organization, that time they focus market share. But when the total quality management concept or continuous improvement concept has evolved, they focus on customer rather market share. See, yes, in traditional approach, they focus on the short-term focus, but when they start using total quality management or applying total quality management, they focus on long-term goal or long-term success. And in the before, as we can see, in a traditional approach, they focus on the product only, but when they start total quality management approach in in the organization, they start focusing on process improvement approach, not product. That means if the system or process is good, automatically your product will come out in a good way. So that's why nowadays, that means in the terms of total quality management, process improvement is focused, not product. So that is all about, some traditional and continuous approach of total quality management. And here is the total system. We can sum up the total quality management in these ways. The first one is objective, as I've already told you, continuous process improvement or continuous improvement is the main objective of total quality management. Now we can summarize the principles in three points: customer focus, that means focus internal and external customer to listen voice of the customer. Process improvement, that means every time you have to ensure that you are improving something. Total improvement involvement, that means you should involve your employees from top to the bottom of the organization to ensure the total quality management. And here are some elements, some concepts, or some uh, what should I say, some sort of uh, characters that are involved in total quality management. That means leadership. Leadership is important to ensure total quality management. In total quality management, education and training is definitely another important thing, another important element. Supportive structure. Organization should have a supportive structure to ensure the total quality management. They should have a proper communication channel to ensure the quality. They should have a system of rewards and recognition so that employee can be motivated to work further. And they should have a measurement system where you can measure, or you can evaluate the product or services properly. So that is all about the system or overall total quality management. Thank you for listening. Have a great time.